Hey everybody, today's video is on Jedi failure, more accurately on the road back from Jedi failure. Let me start off this video by saying watch The Last Jedi. Not because it's a good movie or a bad movie or whatever the critics and the people are arguing about, but because it actually deals with this issue of failure, and it also deals with Jedi failure and perception and when your focus determining your reality. It's all there in the movie. It's one of the reasons why I like it. So get out there and watch it. But since we're here, and this was requested specifically for me to address, let's do so. I have plenty of experience in this. I can draw from multiple examples in my life. That's probably not a good thing, but it allows me a lot of teachable moments. And here's what I can tell you. The level of failure does not change the quote-unquote road back to being a Jedi. Because here's a secret, there is no road back. Now, are you thinking, oh, so once I fail, I'm done as a Jedi? No, obviously not. The first thing to understand in failing as a Jedi, failure is a learning experience. It is a teachable moment, passing on the things that we learn within that moment. You're gonna have to be a Jedi. You failed, be a Jedi. There's no stopping, you're not off the path. Look, we can talk about an actual path. You can think of an actual road through a forest, right? And you can think about it getting dark, and that the Jedi philosophy and the Jedi ideals is your flashlight or your torch or your brights on a car, depending on how much you know, how much experience you have. You're gonna be able to illuminate yourself, illuminate that path better, right? As you're just starting out, you probably have a little flashlight that you're trying to make your way through. And then as you get on 10 years, 20 years later, you probably have a very bright light guiding your path. When people think about failure, what they think about is wandering off this path. They lose that light, they lose that guiding force in their life, and they find themselves in the middle of the forest, in the middle of the darkness, and they want to know, how do I get back to that path? But the reality is, you haven't left. That's the trick of ignorance. When your light goes out, you haven't wandered off the path. You're still on it, the light's just out. That's all. If we're gonna use that metaphor, the light has just gone out. You haven't wandered off the path. Have you made a mistake? Have you tripped over yourself? Have you fallen flat on your face? Probably. And you know what? That's fine. You live, you learn. You're gonna probably have to make apologies. That's fine. But you are not off the path. So you have to respond as a Jedi. And you're like, well, I have already failed at that too. I've already not responded as a Jedi. You're still on the path. At any given moment, you can choose to be a Jedi. That's what we're talking about. People have asked me, what do I do in this situation? What meditation can I use in this situation? Be a Jedi. It's really as simple as that. Well, I don't know what that means. Sure you do. You're watching these videos, you've been inspired by Star Wars, there's a bunch of text floating around, the 21 maxims, the 33 teachings, the Jedi circle, the Jedi precepts, the Jedi method, the Jedi code, the Jedi rules of behavior. There's so much out there that even if it's not perfect, even if it's not the perfect representation or the perfect tool to use, it still offers a starting point. It still offers you a way to move forward and illuminate your path. At any given moment, you can choose to do that. You can choose to stop sitting there, to stop wallowing, to stop pouting. You can choose to be a Jedi. That doesn't mean getting rid of your emotions. That means dealing with them as a Jedi, acknowledging them, accepting them, embracing them, and then moving forward with that information. They are there to tell you something. You have to take a moment. What's the Jedi way? Meditate, patience, information, knowledge, learn. That's what you have to do. Just be a Jedi. Just stop for a second. What would a Jedi do? What is the Jedi intent here? What is the Jedi action here? What is the Jedi outcome here? The Jedi method is there, man. Just use it. Then If you're still unsure, you're unsure about what Jedi principles to use in this situation, APBP test it. Is this something that I actually feel represents where I want to be and who I want to be? There is no road back. There is simply stopping and choosing to be a Jedi. That's it. It is as simple and as hard as that. So you have to simply choose. And that doesn't mean everything's gonna be easy, all of a sudden you're gonna be at peace and everything's gonna make sense. It's a journey. Being a Jedi, there's no destination to be had in this path. I know people like to think there is with Knight and Master titles floating around, but there's no destination to be had as a Jedi. It's just Jedi living, because that's what there is. And you are going to fail. It's going to happen somewhere, somehow. Hopefully, they're not as big as the failures that I've had in my life. Hopefully, you are able to use the material that you have available now. Just know to be a Jedi. I know there's times you don't feel like it. I know there's times you don't want to be. And it's okay to take a vacation. That's being a Jedi too. Self-care is being a Jedi too. If you're going through a really tough and emotional situation, heartbreak, loss, anything of that nature, right? That really invokes emotions, that causes the chemicals in your biology to start messing with your mindset, take the time to get yourself right. Meditate, work out, relax, hot bath, like whatever you need. Book a massage, go to Disneyland, take a day of binge watching Netflix, like whatever you need to get yourself back into feeling like yourself again. Do what you need to do to get back. Remember, your focus determines your reality. So what are you gonna focus on? These are teachable moments. Failures are teachable moments. That's what they are. That's why we don't run from them. It's why we say, okay, I messed up here. I failed here. I didn't like the outcome here. I don't feel this was a Jedi outcome. I don't feel I represented myself as a Jedi. What do I do now? That's the question. What do you do now? You're not off the path. You're not in some dark forest somewhere. You are just sitting in the dark. So how are you going to illuminate your path? How are you going to illuminate your way forward? That is your choice, and it's your choice at any moment. Even at those times where you don't feel like it, it's still your choice, and you can still move forward. All you have to do is right now make the decision. I'm going to be a Jedi. And then take the baby steps to get there. Little meditations here and there, little mantras here and there, YouTube meditations here and there, like whatever you need to do. Read the Jedi materials that you have available to you. Plenty of free materials out there. Pick a training course to refocus yourself. I used to do that all the time. So any time that I felt I was losing my way or sitting in the dark, if you will, I would go find a new Jedi training program to kind of recenter myself, refocus my thoughts, get me back to the basics. And that's all you have to do, get back to the basics. Do the little things. Stop trying to be the legend of Luke Skywalker. Stop trying to be this great hero and just start being yourself in your everyday life. Just start being a Jedi in the everyday life. Little meditation every day, little working out every day, even if that's just going for a walk around your block, like whatever you need to do. Start working on it, start getting there, and choose to be a Jedi. So there is no road back from failure. You failed, accept it, acknowledge it, embrace it, learn from it, grow from it, be better for it, and then just be a Jedi. You have the materials there, you can do this. All right, everybody, thank you for watching, I appreciate it. You know where the buttons are, you can like, dislike, subscribe, unsubscribe, create a new account just so you can comment here. Bell, notification, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. May the Force be with you. Oh, I need to shave. That's what I need to do. It's Jedi shaving time.